What's up everybody, this is Happy to Game here, and today in this video we're going to be going over how to build your unit composition in Age of Empires 2, the definitive edition. Alright, so as a brand new player in Age of Empires 2, we're going to try and simplify things a little bit to kind of help you out. So there's three main factors I want to talk about in terms of building your army composition. So the very first thing is going to be the cost of your units. Second thing is going to be complementary units to your main composition, and then countering your opponent's army composition. If you're new to Age of Empires 2, you're going to notice that there are units that have a gold cost to them. And then you're going to have units that don't have gold attached to it, and they cost only food and wood. Now, if you're a new player and you're watching live streams and pro gamers playing, they're gonna sometimes call them trash units, again, because they don't cost gold. So for example, you might end up going for knights, which cost gold, and then you're going to sprinkle in some spearmen and skirmishers because they don't cost gold in your unit composition, to kind of make sure that you're utilizing all of your resources. Because if you decide you're gonna go knights and crossbowmen or archers, for example, which are two units that spend gold, you're going to run out of gold really quickly, and then you're going to find out when you look at your resources, and if you're a new player you might already notice this, you're going to see that you have tons of food and wood stockpiled back at home, and it's kind of just being wasted. Alright, so complementary units. So for example, let's say your focus is going to be doing a scout rush, right? So the counter to your scouts is going to be spearmen. So a great complementary unit would be archers or militia. And the reason being is because scouts cost no gold, right? But archers and militia do cost gold, and they do a great job at countering spearmen. Okay, so that's a good example there. Another common build order that you're going to see is men-at-arms rush in the Dark Age. So what's going to happen is you might do a men-at-arms rush, and your opponent is going to build archers to counter your men-at-arms. A great complementary unit would be skirmishers. Again, skirmishers don't cost gold, and they're going to do a great job at taking care of archers that are going to try and pick off your men-at-arms. Last but not least, I want to talk about countering your opponent's unit composition. So if you scout your opponent and you see a bunch of archers, right, you want to make sure that you have skirmishers on the way, right? And then in those skirmishers you want to sprinkle in some onagers or mangonels, which cost gold, but counter archers very, very well. If you see your opponent going scouts or knights, right, and then you might want to go for pikemen or spearmen, and then have a few archers in the back line of those spearmen to kind of pick off and kill off any scouts that might be coming your way. So again, hopefully that video helps you out, thinking about cost, thinking about complementary units, and then making sure that you're scouting to check your opponent, and figuring out what units to counter your opponents. I highly recommend, if you haven't done so yet, in the game there's an Art of War. There's one called Land Battle. You want to check that out to help you learn all the different types of unit counters, and I highly recommend you do go through that to help expand your knowledge in Age of Empires 2. If you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all again next time. Bye now.